Big Guru, the legendary. Hey yo, my status is iSTATUS. Stay tuned for more.
Degrees of burning. My status is iSTATUS. Stay tuned. 7 grand, baby.
iSTATUS Clothing. www.istatusclothing.com. We're iSTATUS. We're here today with two legends of the game, hip hop. My man Guru and Solar.
What's going on, man?
What's going on,
like rifles go blast when I kick some. A lot of rappers be
the icon, the legendary, you know, representing real hip hop, East Coast, New York. Founder of Gangstarr, creator of Jazzmatazz, hip hop jazz, and of course my partner, the super producer,
Solar, 5,000 degrees of burning. You know, just basically putting down the sonic landscape for 7 grand, and also you catch me behind the cameras doing some directorial work.
Guru 8.0, Lost and Found, 17 bangers, pure hip hop. Different from our previous 7 grand releases in that it's not a Jazzmatazz release. It's a pure hip hop release, crazy bangers. It's a real tight-knit crew on the album. We got K-Born and High Power out of Philadelphia. And also my man, DJ Doo-Wop spitting. We also got Omar from the UK, the Soul Man. And we got the first time Solar spitting on
All the tracks, and like Guru said, putting down some 16s. And it's basically, you know, it's an album that really takes 7 grand to the next level. We've seen similar type of albums done with G-Unit and Rockefeller and so on. So it's a family affair, you know what I mean? It's 7 grand affair.
Started off this year, started off in Sundance, Utah, went through the Colorado mountains and ended up at X Games. And all of that was sold out. So that was the beginning of this Guru 8.0 Lost and Found. Right now, hip hop is definitely over-commercialized. The mainstream, you know, everything is being shoved down the listener's throat, so to speak. And therefore, you know, there needs to be some balance, and that's what 7 grand represents.
Of fortune in that sense, and in that sense, I think that it's sad because that will destroy hip hop. You won't have hip hop if that continues. As much as I can say, arguably, the Dirty South music is not hip hop. It can pseudo hop, it's some kind of derivative, but it's not hip hop. It's not connected to the root. It's even sad for the more that these artists make it a point not to try to recognize the pioneers, the founders, so to speak, of hip hop, and not to even think what importance and relevance they have. Not to mention the level of disrespect that was shown by Soulja Boy, not only to iSTATUS, but to hip hop as a whole. So we again, Guru and Solar, reach out to all these young brothers and sisters, all the people involved, and say, you know what, this is not the way. The way is to communicate, the way is to show the respect that's needed. You won't see that in rock and roll. You'll never see the olders of rock and roll being disrespected by the young ones. You'll never see the new rock groups. Even if they don't know the older rock groups, they're gonna lie and say they do. You know what I mean? Show some type of respect is what I'm saying.
7 Grand Records is, like I said, the brainchild of myself and Solar. And our first release in 2005 was Guru 7.0 The Street Scriptures, which was one of the biggest independent sellers of that year. We had Be Real on there, Styles P, Talib Kweli, Jean Grey, Doo-Wop, Jaguar Wright, and Underground Classic. And then we did Jazzmatazz Volume 4 we released August 2007. Critically acclaimed worldwide. We had Common, Bob James, other jazz greats, David Sanborn, Ronnie Laws, and some great singers, Karen Wheeler from Soul II Soul, Dion Ferris from Arrested Development, my man Bobby Valentino, Raheem Devon, Kem, also rappers like I said, Common, Damian Marley, big up to him, legendary, and of course Slum Village, Black Alicious. So it was a classic, star-studded album. It's all about your favorite MC, the icon, Guru, the legendary, taking it to the next level with NYC's brightest producer, Solar, and putting real hip-hop on the map, creating a balance. It's now a movement. We got a lot of things going on. You can holler at us, myspace.com/Guru7grand, myspace.com/Solar7grand. We got the community site, www.7grandweshare.com. Well, I mean, you know, the whole controversy thing, music, you know, it's always going to be worth something to the media and whatever. They like to hype that stuff up. I've never been involved in that. I've always been involved in putting out, you know, music from the heart, music that speaks to, you know, those real heads who really are into the culture and the art form of the music and all of that. So that's what I concentrate on. But you know,
I think it's the media outlets that is where the problem is. I think once the media starts to pay more attention to what we're doing and take it and give it the credibility that it deserves, yeah, it would be easy for Guru and I to pick somebody out and start a beef with them. It'd be easy to say, oh, these young kids don't know what they're doing right now. They're listening to crazy music. I didn't want to hear that when I was a young kid. So we ain't about to tell them that. What we're doing is bringing relevant material to the table, and they're finding it relevant. And that's the beautiful thing about what 7 Grand is doing, is that we're not alienating anybody. We're bringing them in, and we're giving them intelligent leadership, and that's what's needed in this game. It's a carnivorous activity, and you know, Guru and Soulja are vegetarians. Leave the animals alone.
Hear a little about that. I'd like to see how it all comes out. It seems a little amusing, but you know, that's as much as I can say.
Market the record, you know. When we look and we see a situation with Chris Brown, where's the leadership that's stepping up to talk to this man? All right, we understand that domestic violence is a part of the black experience in America since its inception. When you have lack of education, lack of employment, lack of a future, and then throw in leaders that are 1 minute drug dealers and next minute they own NBA teams. It just boggles the mind. But then they're gonna call for the lynching of this young man. We've had enough of that. So I say it's a problem, and Guru and Soulja, hopefully in the future, will be the ones that this young man can come to and counsel with, as well as we can point Rihanna in the right direction for some intelligent, wise, motherly advice, not some media bullshit.
First of all, you know, MCs are all different pieces to the hip-hop puzzle. And a lot of cats I work with sold a lot of records, and big up to them. They made some hot records. You know what I mean? Hot spits, hot joints. So, you know, that's what it's all about. A hot joint is a hot joint, man. You feel it. You feel it regardless if it's on the radio or just in the whip or, you know, or on the net. That's just the way it is. Guru 8.0 is added on to our first release, Guru 7.0, Street Scriptures, and it's back to that pure hip hop. All during my career, I was able to balance between the hardcore hip hop with Gangstarr and Jazzmatazz, which was a little more quote unquote maybe musically sophisticated. But the point is that I was able to have that versatility. I continue that now with the Guru 8.0 Lost and Found. So it's straight hardcore spitting. The beats are blazed out. It's the next level. And again, it's a back to the future concept. So we're not going back, but we're holding on to those important principles of hip-hop, futuristic, progressive thinking and concepts. Hip-hop's always influenced fashion, always. So, I mean, that's going to continue. When fashion influences hip-hop, that's when it's beautiful to a degree.
And, you know, hip-hop in its core dealt with a way of identifying yourself as a part of the community. When we created hip-hop, that was a part of the creation of it, was the style, the lingo, so to speak, the actual graffiti. You can even say down to actual economic and socio-economic geographical lines actually built into the heart of the creation of hip-hop.
As far as who I'm listening to, I listen to everybody from, you know, I listen to everybody from like Jim Jones to Common, you know, and all in between. You know, my man Wale and all kind of other underground MCs to the stuff that's more commercial that I like. Like I said, it's all about if the spit is hot and the track is hot. Big Guru, the legendary. Hey yo, my status is iSTATUS. Stay tuned for more.
Breeze and Burning. My status is iSTATUS. Stay tuned. 7 Grand, baby.